Charlotte was a young woman with a big dream. She wanted to be a restaurant manager. She had started at the bottom, working as a cashier at a fast food joint. But Charlotte was a hard worker. She was always on time. She always had a smile for the customers. And she was always willing to go the extra mile.
She was saving up for management training. She knew that with hard work and dedication, she could achieve her goals. She wanted to create a positive and supportive environment for her team. She believed everyone deserved respect and a chance to succeed.
Charlotte was also a devoted mother. Her husband was in the military and stationed overseas. She missed him dearly, but focused on caring for their 5-year-old daughter, Stacy. Life was challenging as a single parent, but Charlotte was determined to provide a good life for her little girl. She knew that her job was a stepping stone. It allowed her to support her family and pursue her ambitions. Charlotte was ready to face any obstacle that came her way. She had a plan, and she was determined to make it a reality. One day, Charlotte's world turned upside down. She had been experiencing some strange symptoms: fatigue, numbness, and difficulty with her balance. She went to the doctor, fearing the worst. The diagnosis came back: multiple sclerosis, or MS.
Charlotte was scared. She had heard of MS. She knew it was a chronic, unpredictable disease that could affect her mobility and independence. The thought of dealing with this while raising her daughter and working full-time was overwhelming.
She went home that day and held Stacy tight. She cried, wondering how she would cope. But as she looked at her daughter's smiling face, a new resolve filled her. She would fight this. Charlotte was not a quitter. She would find a way to manage her condition, continue being a good mother, and pursue her dreams. She knew it wouldn't be easy, but she was determined to face this challenge head-on. She would not let MS define her. Charlotte's doctor assured her that with treatment and lifestyle adjustments, she could manage her MS and continue working. Relieved, she returned to her job, ready to push forward. But things at work had changed. A new temporary manager, Mark, had been hired. He was a stern, unsympathetic man who seemed to view Charlotte's diagnosis as a weakness.
He began assigning her extra shifts, often back-to-back, even though he knew she needed adequate rest. He made insensitive comments about her condition within earshot of other employees. Charlotte felt humiliated and demeaned.
She tried talking to Mark, explaining her limitations and the importance of following her doctor's recommendations. She even provided documentation from her physician outlining necessary accommodations. But Mark dismissed her concerns, accusing her of using her condition as an excuse to slack off. Charlotte felt trapped. She needed this job to support her daughter, but she also knew she deserved to be treated with dignity and respect. She refused to be bullied or discriminated against. Charlotte knew she had to do something. She refused to let Mark get away with his unfair treatment. She began meticulously documenting every instance of discrimination. She kept a detailed journal, noting dates, times, witnesses, and specific examples of Mark's behavior. She also started researching her rights as an employee. She learned about the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, and how it protected individuals with disabilities from discrimination in the workplace. Charlotte realized she had a strong case.
Armed with knowledge and evidence, Charlotte decided to seek legal counsel. She found a lawyer who specialized in employment law and had experience with ADA cases. The lawyer was immediately sympathetic to Charlotte's situation. He assured her that Mark's actions were unacceptable and that she had a right to fight back. Charlotte felt a surge of hope. She finally had someone on her side, someone who believed her and was willing to fight for her rights. She was determined to hold Mark accountable for his actions and create a safer, more equitable workplace for herself and others.
Section 5. The Power of Proof.
Charlotte's lawyer filed a complaint with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, or EEOC. The EEOC investigated the situation, reviewing Charlotte's detailed documentation, witness testimonies, and medical records.
Mark, on the other hand, was ill-prepared. He had no evidence to support his claims against Charlotte. His attempts to discredit her backfired as her colleagues rallied around her, providing further proof of his discriminatory behavior.
The EEOC found sufficient evidence to support Charlotte's claims of discrimination. They offered Mark a chance to settle the case out of court. This would involve providing Charlotte with back pay, implementing sensitivity training for all managers, and making a formal apology.
Mark, however, was arrogant and refused to admit wrongdoing. He believed he had done nothing wrong and was confident he would win in court. Charlotte, however, remained resolute. She was prepared to see the case through to the end. Section 6. Justice prevails. Charlotte had not only won her case but also sparked meaningful change within the company. Her courage in speaking out set a precedent for others who might have suffered in silence. More importantly, the court ruling sent a powerful message. Discrimination in the workplace would not be tolerated. The fast food company was ordered to implement mandatory sensitivity and ADA compliance training for all employees, particularly those in management positions. The jury sided with Charlotte. They found Mark and the fast food company liable for discrimination and awarded Charlotte a substantial sum in damages. This money would help cover her legal fees, compensate for emotional distress, and provide financial security as she searched for a new job. The case went to court. Charlotte's lawyer presented a compelling argument, highlighting the systematic discrimination she faced under Mark's management. They presented her detailed records, witness testimonies, and expert opinions from medical professionals. Section 7. A New Beginning. After the trial, Charlotte decided it was time for a fresh start. She deserved to work in an environment where she felt valued and respected. She began applying for jobs, focusing on companies known for their inclusive hiring practices and commitment to employee well-being. She soon received a job offer from a restaurant group known for its supportive work environment and dedication to promoting from within. They were impressed by Charlotte's experience, work ethic, and resilience. They were also committed to providing reasonable accommodations to employees with disabilities. Charlotte accepted the position. It was a lateral move in terms of job title, but she was excited about the opportunity to learn and grow in a positive and supportive environment. She knew that her skills and experience would be valued, and she would have the chance to advance her career. Starting her new job, Charlotte was met with kindness and understanding. Her colleagues were welcoming and eager to help her in any way they could. Her new manager, Sarah, was a compassionate and supportive leader. She took the time to understand Charlotte's needs and ensure she had the resources and flexibility to manage her condition effectively. Charlotte found strength in sharing her story with her colleagues. Many of them had their own experiences with discrimination or knew someone who did. They rallied around her, offering encouragement and support. Charlotte realized she was not alone in her struggles. The company also provided her with access to resources and support groups for individuals with MS. She connected with others who understood her challenges and celebrated her triumphs. Charlotte found solace in knowing she was part of a community that embraced and celebrated diversity. Charlotte thrived in her new role. She quickly learned the ropes and impressed her managers with her dedication and work ethic. She was given increasing responsibilities and excelled in every task assigned to her. She found joy in her work, knowing that she was part of a team that valued her contributions. Charlotte's positive attitude and infectious enthusiasm inspired those around her. She became a role model for other employees, demonstrating that with hard work and determination, any obstacle could be overcome. Her story reminded everyone that success was not about limitations, but about embracing opportunities and supporting one another. Charlotte's manager, Sarah, recognized her potential and encouraged her to pursue her dream of becoming a manager. She mentored Charlotte, providing her with opportunities to develop her leadership skills and gain experience in different areas of the restaurant. Within a year, Charlotte was promoted to assistant manager. She was thrilled. Her dream was finally becoming a reality. She excelled in her new role, using her experience and compassion to create a positive and supportive environment for her team. Charlotte made sure that her staff felt valued and respected, regardless of their background or any challenges they might be facing. She became a fierce advocate for her team, ensuring they had the resources and support they needed to succeed. Charlotte's journey was far from over. She knew there would be good days and bad days with her MS, but she was no longer afraid. She had overcome adversity, found her voice, and built a supportive community around her. She was living proof that with determination, resilience, and the support of others, anything was possible. Charlotte was an inspiration to everyone she met, a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome challenges and achieve extraordinary things. Charlotte's story became a source of inspiration for others. She shared her experience at company events and in industry publications, raising awareness about disability rights and the importance of creating inclusive workplaces. Her story resonated with many, reminding everyone that behind every employee was a unique individual with their own story, challenges, and aspirations. Charlotte's legacy extended far beyond the walls of her restaurant. She became an advocate for change, working with local organizations to promote disability rights and support individuals with MS. She used her voice to amplify the voices of others, ensuring that everyone had the opportunity to thrive and achieve their full potential. Charlotte's story was a powerful reminder that even in the face of adversity, hope, resilience, and the unwavering support of others could lead to triumph. Her journey inspired countless individuals to embrace their challenges, advocate for themselves, and create a more just and equitable world for all.